said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the back. And this home team defense is not rolling out the welcome mat for the visitors. They start their night stuffing the run. This matchup, two teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with a dub.
Well, and what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff, and I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season on the committee and show them, like, hey, we're the best in the country.
Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Looking for a crease to the left. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
The give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's John. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Stress, pressure, expectation, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Strong kick to get this one underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch it? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes. Opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. To the ground with the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than this late season showdowns. A lot of time rivalries too, Jesse. These are the best.
David, you're right. And both of these teams have been on a collision course all year long. We knew that this game was going to matter a lot, so you know the intensity is going to be off the charts.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Creates a little space. Shakes off the defender. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Now on first down from the 40. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Using his legs, it's James. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. From the gun, running back gets the give. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Barres. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach. Watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He might want another play. They'll go to the toss. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's John. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Get set.
Back to pass. Fires to the right. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The Sooners line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. get something going here late in the half. They'll try the run. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's John. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Handoff from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up and tackle for guys.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Corner's going to give them room. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's John. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for space. It's Robinson. Breaks into the open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40.
29 Philly.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll open the second half with a run. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. DB's right up on the receivers. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's James. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Barres. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? This drive will open from the 15. To the air, it's John. He's got his man, makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. Normally, I would say, 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Here come the Irish back on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And after missing that field goal, this is still a one-possession game, guys.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's John. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Leaves it with the running back.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit it as he throws. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. To give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And this defense has played good all night long, man. They've been all over the field making plays. And I love right here, man, not getting to the quarterback. You know you're not going to get there. What's the next best thing to do? Get your hands in the air. Try to bat the football. They do, and they continue a great performance.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Get set, get set. Go.
Back to pass, it's John. Trying to set up the screen. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, if that last incompletion's any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this 4th and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion, but where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He'll run it again. Plows through the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Oh, it's a reverse. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
I love the timing on the jet sweep there. The quarterback snapped it at the perfect moment. He could give it right away to the receiver to get outside, get around the defensive end, and start getting upfield.
It'll be 3rd and long. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He wants a big play here late. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.